Shore of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in Week 4. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pick. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. First down, here's White. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Brady's throw there complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Recon, 152 fighter.
They'll run on first down. It's White. White's got a first down and more. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Michel on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal.
Check 43.
He'll get it up the middle, and he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is the third-round pick out of FAU, Devin Singletary. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Bills are certainly happy to have a healthy Tyler Kroft. Remember, he had a season-ending foot injury last year with the Bengals in Week 5. So the Bills get him, and he re-injures that same foot in May in OTAs, but out there now and says he's feeling pretty good. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Allen. Open man, here's Foster. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Allen. And the grab by Kroft. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Allen. And this is going to be intercepted.
Been more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. The drive starts with a run by White. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Getting the sense Charles are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Greystone, travel.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 66.
Now he'll throw with Brady. It's complete. James White. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, check it.
On second down now. It's White. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Brady, flush to his right. That's caught by his tight end, Matt Lacoste. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Brady gives this to White. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
58, come on. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my 72. 58, boy. 58, Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the hey, exit. At 58. Shadow.
From the 44, Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ed Oliver in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, doesn't it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Under 10. Sugar.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now this one complete to Robert Foster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the air, Allen. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc.
Well, that's the second time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. Throwing on 3rd and long. Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Allen off the play fake. And he's going to have the connection with Foster. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They needed 19, and that's precisely what they got. And by the length of a football, it's a first down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet, they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Allen to throw it. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pick up there.
First and 10 at the 43.
Watch the pass.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Singletary, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Mike 54. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Throwing is Allen on third. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
And the Patriot first down.
So many different weapons available in that Patriot backfield. Here's first and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. He's checking. Crash. Check 31. Hey, Alabama.
They'll run with White. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on third down, Brady. Complete to Bryant. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with White. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. Edelman was the intended target, but now it'll be third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
From midfield, here's Brady. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And Oliver able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here now, Roberts. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Play action. Now it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's John Simon with a sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 21 yards there on third down. Allen now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They go right back to Singletary. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. On 3rd down, Allen. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Allen going to go on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. And you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They've bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, D.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. On the crossing route, complete. It's McKenzie. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards that time for number 19. Allen now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Allen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Lawrence Guy picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Now Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Tyler Kroft, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's White. A big play there for New England. 54 yards on the ground.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Tom Brady needing a fourth-quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the fourth quarter like they are now. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From the 17, Brady. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Push him back. Check 24.
Singletary again, and just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
51's the mic. You must be true. Check. Regular.
Now Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Bills send the punter out. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
72.
Going on the ground, it's White. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Middle.
Back to throw. And he finds Beasley, complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow.
Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back, and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for Edelman there. Third down here. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
One final try now for Brady. He completes it to Bryant.
That's it, baby.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for Buffalo, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first win of the season here in Week 4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll sink now to 0-4, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.